let's go through Route 1. Alright. So, this game is... Excuse me. We're gonna have to get a second Pokemon, because if we don't, we're gonna lose. Look at this. Look at this artwork. This artwork is amazing. Like, look at this. I know I'm like fan, whatever. But seriously, this game is amazing. It's beautiful. It's like... But if we don't get another Pokemon, we're gonna have a lot of trouble with the gym. Burby, stop it. Oh, this is probably a dog. What the hell? Defeat the burb. Defeat the Burby. In order to... Seriously, this is beautiful. This game is beautiful. They even have like some animated sprites, and that's extremely difficult to do. There's a giant monk here. Hopefully, there's a giant monk. Look, that's a giant monk. Or a Qian monk. Is it a Qian monk or Qian monk? But this game is beautiful. There's nothing you can do to disprove that. It was so good that Nintendo had to kill it. That's how you know how good it is. It is such a great game that they had to kill it. It was that popular. I think this came out around the same time as Pokemon X and Y. So, I think this was, like... That's really high sound for it. Lengths of a Giant Monk's stripes determine its authority in a group. If it spots a predator, it shrieks loudly to warn the others. Like, to give a nickname? Thunder Monk. He is the Thunder Monk. This game is beautiful. God damn it. Hello, honey. Care to take a break from your adventure? God damn, it's still really loud. Is there a way I can set it to auto-run? Let's see. Controls. Run, scroll, default. We can set it. This is probably boring, but I gotta get my buttons in place. Alright, that should be a better placement. Makes it easier to run. This game is beautiful. That's all I need to say. This is just... Excuse me. Now we go south. Look, berry bushes. Down. Hornberries don't do much in main series, or I guess in Traveler Pokemon. This is the same sound effects from Pokemon Black and White. Yeah. I think Pokemon Black and White is one of the best of them. Most fandoms hate Pokemon Black and White because it's too formulaic and all the Pokemon are based on, I don't care. The story is amazing. The Pokemon are amazing. It has my favorite Pokemon, and it isn't Wynot. Sorry to disappoint you. My favorite Pokemon is Hydreigon, which is a beast of a Pokemon that slaughters everything in its path if you know how to use it. Wynot is a joke from band class that is now staying. Some people are better at being a trainer than others. Agreed. Potion! Give me one of your finds. Gentlemen. Aquin! Shenmuk. Hippocampi. Elitux. Live! Thank you. Gonna have to go heal, but that's fine. It's the beginning of the game. It's gonna happen a lot. Probably gonna have to spend between videos training. Burby. Oh no. Thundermonk. Not as strong as I'd hoped. Look at Chanmuk. It's weaker than the one I have. This game is just glorious. Oh my god, it's like totally awesome. If I had a better mic, that affect it. That voice I did would sound so much either better or worse, depending on how you see it. We're gonna have a low amount of Pokemon for a long while, because I'm inputting a rule for the playthrough, which is I can only use electric types, which is a given, but the other rule is I can only use one of a Pokemon family. So even if I could get multiple Elituxes, I can only use one Elitux. Because there's a Pokemon later on that is extremely powerful. In fact, a lot of people consider it the most powerful of the non-legendary Pokemon. Yeah, it's that good. It's a late-game Pokemon, but I used it in my previous playthrough. And you only get it after the 7th gym. And I used it. Fisherman, these ponds next to my house have a wide variety of Pokemon. If you prove you're strong, I may give you my old fishing rod. First, you need to defeat Maria. Good at living. It's good living between Kevlar and Moki. Yes, it is. Moki is a nice town. It has a happy professor man. Hello. You know the river is populated mainly by a Fortog? They're poisonous Pokemon. I'd carry antidotes if I were you. Yeah, there's poisonous frogs in the water. It's a somewhat, like, common Pokemon. Like, it's very common to see poisonous frog Pokemon. In fact, most frog Pokemon are water types, too. So, yeah. Cubug. Look at that thing. It's a buggy bear. It's a bear bug. It's a bug-a-bug. It's adorable. And that's all you need to worry about. It turns into a fairy type, which is kind of weird. But it's cool. It's weird that the two basic Pokemon in the first routes evolve into extremely powerful typings. Because the basic rodent evolves into an electric type. And the basic bug, instead of changing into a flying type or a poison type like it would normally, excuse me, it turns into a fairy type, which is one of the most powerful typings in the game. Mainly because dragons, but dragons. So, every game has balancing issues, which is a given. That's always an issue. There are some typings that are going to just inherently be stronger than others. For instance, in the first generation, there was the Psychic type. The Psychic type was so powerful, they had to introduce new stuff just to weaken it. Just to give other types a chance. Psychic is still one of the best typings in the game. It's just not, it's not overpowered anymore. Because originally, Psychic only had one weakness, and that weakness was Bug. And the strongest Bug-type attack had this much power. Now that may seem like a lot, but it's a level 8 versus a level 3. And just think, if you only had access to that attack forever, no matter how much damage you did. Now, they fixed the Psychic type by adding in two new types. The Dark type is immune to it completely. So that's fun to deal with. And the other type they added is Steel type, which is resistant to everything. Except for a few things. But basically, they overdid it with the Psychic type. Later on, there was a new type that was brought into the forefront. The Dragons. Dragons dominated the field. Dragons are the most powerful typing by far at the time. So powerful, in fact, that they had to introduce another balancing type. And that type was so controversial that some Pokemon players don't even acknowledge its existence. The Fairy type was added in Pokemon X and Y, which I think is a great addition. Because I think my favorite Fairy type, some of my favorite Pokemon were redone Pokemon of the Fairy type. Some Pokemon desperately needed a revamp, or a remake, I guess. Without the remake, those Pokemon were basically fading into obscurity. Those type revamps were basically required to have the Pokemon function. Pandora Network. This game also has trading, which is just... What the... This Pokemon game has everything that a main series Nintendo Pokemon game would have. The only thing it doesn't have is it isn't complete. This game isn't 100% complete. It is 99% complete, with its baseball complete. But there is one area of the game you can catch almost every legendary Pokemon. Every Pokemon in the game can be caught except for 6. Every single Pokemon in the Pokédex can be caught except for 6 of them. 3 of them are part of a trio that is basically unreleased at this moment. The other 2 are the Yin and Yang Pokemon, which are the equivalents to God. And the third one is the mythical Pokemon that is actually not even coded into the game yet. So yeah, I'm ranting about this game. It's so good. God damn it. I just realized I was ranting about this game. Well, it's not really ranting, it's more just, like, I'm rambling. Damn it. Yeah, we can fight that guy in as many times as we want for the experience. Which, I will probably do that off-camera. Like I did in Pokemon Reborn, because you guys don't want to watch. You don't want to watch me do the... What's this? No. You don't want to watch the dumb training montages. That's just dumb. You don't want to... I'm not streaming. Streaming... Oh, god damn it. I'm not streaming, so you wouldn't have to watch all the... whatever. God damn it. Good service, feel free to... Can I... God damn it! I should not have talked to them. Oh good, I got something out of this. God damn it. Wasting my goddamn time. Anyway, do we head north or do we... Ooh, berries. I found my berry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I found my bear. Berries are extremely useful in Pokemon. It is the best way to get infinite status restoring items. Hello there. Flower, okay. Welcome to Kevlar Berry Shop. Take a free sample of Pandora Delicious Berry. Pokemon love. Baku. Guara. Cuckoo. Okay. Is that all? You can find those berries in much greater amount on Baikal Forest. These fruits are endemic to that area. Yeah, there's a specific town that doesn't use money, it uses berries. Which I think is kind of cool. Plant berry. Let's plant some berries. Baku. This is relaxing. I don't have to, like, fight evil team. This game does kind of... They do and they don't have an evil team. They don't have an evil team in the sense of, like, Team Rocket, where they're the main, like, there's hundreds of grunts that you have to defeat, or if you can even attempt to fight the bad guy. There's actually only one member... There's Mori. What the hell? Okay. Oh no. Hey, listen. Y'all get 50 Pikachu on a bus. Pokemon. Suffer. Bike repair shop. Kid trainer, you might want to know that you've head north when reaching Nowcott Park, the first gym. Want to get a bike, but the bike shop here doesn't have it. It's not lame. That's rude. You know, what if you talk to people multiple times, different things, like that? Good work. Huh. Let's enter some houses. Moves this town small, but homey. I think it'd be a good place to raise some. Talking about kids already. We can reset Pokemon. Funny. Oh, there's nobody here. Hello? Housekeeping? Bike repair shop, you say? Yeah. Hey kid, you walked in here, which means you need a bike repaired. Oh, you don't have one? Well, it figures. Haven't gotten it many customers of late. I've already sold everyone in Kevlar Town a bike. Actually, bring me a bike wheel. I can fix an old bicycle and give it to you. Ooh. Really? Oh, fascinating. We go north. Up to... Do we go north, or do we continue... Do we end the video? Kevlar Town. This is basically the Kevlar Town podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kevlar podcast. Thank you very much.